I don't know. Gigi just started dancing like right before the camera turned on.
We gotta do something. We can't just be like, hey, what up? It's the tea. Like, that's lame. We gotta like change it up, so we gotta dance.
It works. My phone is alerting me to the fact that Church of the Ascension
The
has
Church
gone
of the
live.
Ascension is live. We're live. We're live.
We are
We're
live.
live.
We are alive.
Alive. But just barely.
Yes. So thank you for joining us for this Tea at 3 with GiGi and Andrew. And we would like to welcome you to attend any services at 8 in the morning or at 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
And this Sunday is special because it is the weekend of the annual parish meeting.
Yay!
That's where, you know,
Let Dalton clap.
1% of the church comes together and calls it the annual meeting of the church. Maybe
Yes.
about 3%. And then they get together and they hear reports on the state of the church. And it's also the day you get to vote for your vestry members.
Right. So who do you want to represent you?
Barack Obama.
Is he an Episcopalian? Does he live in Knoxville?
Is he Methodist?
I don't know what he. If you know,
A lot of presidents.
if you know the denomination of our 44th president, then
Yes.
please, by all means, let us know what it is, because I don't know. Maybe we can recruit him to be an Episcopalian.
It would probably.
He would make a good Episcopalian.
Yes.
I think all presidents should be Episcopalian.
No.
No. Well,
No.
the good ones, yes.
Well, some of the
Such a
not
thing as a good
okay
politician.
ones too. There's some okay people. Anyway, so anyway, that is what happens this weekend.
But next week, we also have this thing called Thanksgiving, and there are worship services as well around that particular holiday. So, and there will be a Wednesday before Thanksgiving, there'll be a 4:00 service out by the Labyrinth. Starting out by the Labyrinth, or is
It's in the Labyrinth Garden.
in the Labyrinth Garden? So there's a Labyrinth,
Around
and then there's
the
a garden.
fire pit. Remember, I toured you.
Yes,
around
you
the
did.
Labyrinth
And
Garden.
so we
When
went
the
on
tree
walkabout.
It was kind of a disaster zone. It
So-
was more like we needed CNN, like post-hurricane strike, to come to Ascension's ground.
We should have done
We
the
should have
tea
done a
from there.
We should have done a special edition tea with like
Dang
a
it.
running banner across the bottom that was
Right.
like live from Ascension. The giant oak tree fell down.
I'm telling you, so Andrew's like a tall guy, right? Like this is a tall dude.
6'4".
6'4",
right?
and so, but the tree was like at least like almost chest high, like it's
So
laying on
it's
its
like
side. It was
here.
like it was
The
at least
trunk-
chest high on the sky.
The diameter
The
of the
diameter
trunk
of the trunk,
was like 6 feet.
right? Or is it
That's
the
huge.
radius? I
No,
don't know.
radius is
My
half
geometry
of the
is
diameter.
like, okay. So if you're in geometry class right now and you understand no more geometry than me, I know how to
GG.
calculate area. Like
The
Geometry lesson.
diameter. I'm like, diameter is.
okay, but what's the
whole,
distance like all the way around the circle? What's that called?
It's called
Circumference. Okay, I remember that. Okay.
Half of the diameter is the radius. Okay, anyway, that was your math time with the T. So
I don't do a lot of area of circles in my job
No.
as a youth minister.
now the other thing you can do on this very special Sunday at Ascension, which I think is even more important, is you can stuff your face full of goodies that the tweens have for the tween bake sale.
Oh, this Sunday, yes.
It is this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm going to be baking pies.
Is that what you're doing? Is
I've
that your
been
contribution?
requested to bake pies.
The only thing I'm known for around here is apparently that like apple spice cake I made.
Dude, I missed
And
that
that's it.
completely. The last time you made it,
People
I missed it completely, and I was very upset.
So what the tweens do is kind of special. They take the funds that they gather there and donations. You can donate if you're watching your weight. You can just make a donation, and they take the money. They go to the angel tree at Westtown Mall, and they pick out the little angels, and then they buy the stuff to fulfill those wishes, which is pretty awesome.
So there's shopping involved.
There is shopping involved. Like they take the church van, they make a whole outing of it. It's all like special.
That's awesome.
It's just great.
That's wonderful. So I will be doing some of the baking for that.
So
Yes.
junior acolyte training is also this Sunday. So then the kids, if your kids are grades 1 through 6, that's it,
Work.
they can join as junior acolytes. And then what all that's involved is you stick around after church this coming Sunday, and then you get to meet Dick and Peggy Phelps, and then they show the kids how to, carry a cross or a torch and not light the building on fire. This is an important part of being a junior acolyte.
And remembering important things like the candles are oil filled and not wax.
Yes.
And so none of this kind of, which always scares me. Whenever I see the acolytes in there.
This is why, you wonder why the cross is over. That's the tippiest kids. It's not flame based, so they can have it, and the cross is like, yay.
Oh, it's like that. That moment always gets me whenever I start to see the torches kind of.
She also sits, so the cool thing is the acolyte kids get to sit at the front of the new transept, and she sits there too.
I usually sit over there.
So she gets to witness the onslaught of
I was
kids.
told that that's the youth area, the youth pew, and that's where we sit. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. Moving on.
You can sit wherever you want to.
Exactly.
Ascension, America.
Sit where you want.
Ascension, you can sit where you want.
Sit where you want. Also on this Sunday, the ECW book drive closes on that day. So make sure that if you want to bring books that are going to the Friends of Knox County Public Library, they're partnering with the Knoxville News Sentinel's Empty Stocking Fund. So make sure that if you have books, they can be new books. I think that's what's
they want new books that that you would give as a gift, and some of they're kind of the little thinner books.
Mm-hmm.
Some I've seen are a little thicker, but for kids to put in their stocking. Karen McKinney, some of you know Karen McKinney. She reminded, she said, I need to make sure. I think this is the last Sunday, and it is, because the very next day she has to turn the books in.
Right. So if you have books, bring them this Sunday. For that, and the box is in the narthex.
Yes.
Or the foyer.
The foyer.
Pardon me.
Foyer. Now,
I've only been here a year, maybe I'll get it.
We started talking about Thanksgiving services, and of course we rabbit trailed.
Yeah, well, because
of the tree
that's
talk.
what we do, though.
We do rabbit trail. So Thanksgiving in the woods, the tree has been cleared. So 4:00 on Wednesday. Now, the next day, should you not wish to be outside, but you'd rather be inside, you can come to the main church, the nave, at 10 in the morning on Thanksgiving. I'm watching the Macy's Day Parade, usually.
I'll be baking a pecan pie for Thanksgiving.
So you can come at 10 in the morning to return thanks to God for all the many blessings. They're both really cool services, actually.
Awesome.
They're really special.
To remember.
Yes.
I think we both saw it at the same time. On Wednesday, before Thanksgiving, there will not be a healing service at 12. What do we usually do at 12:05?
No, 12.
12. Okay.
It's called the noon healing service because it's at noon.
Okay, well, you never know.
We usually get phone calls. Hey, when is the noon healing service? And we're like, it's at noon. Also, the lectionary study is canceled. I found out. See, the bulletins get printed, and then we find out more information afterwards.
Because we've already printed. This is the bulletin for this week.
Yeah.
Because Homeboy is on
I'm on
money
it this week, and then things happen.
But okay.
So isn't there something? Okay, you've got the tea on the Trekkers.
I have the real tea. So
and she even has a slip, just printed out.
Printed it out.
Breaking news.
It was emailed to me at 2:41:01 by Emily Vreeland.
Less than 20 minutes before the tea.
Right, but I got it because I pay attention to things. And so we have the hikers group.
We have a special guest
live
and watching. It is
my
Marty
friend Marty
Stebbins.
Stebbins.
Sorry, it's the Reverend Marty Stebbins.
The good Reverend.
The good Reverend.
The very good Reverend. Hello, Reverend. Hi, friend. So the hikers group is going to be, since we haven't had too many people sign up, this Saturday and Easy Monday that are coming up are canceled. So the next the Ascension Trekkers outing will be on Wednesday, December 5th to Spruce Flats Falls. Spruce Flats Falls. And apparently that's a fan favorite hike. So if you have questions or want information, talk with Emily Vreeland.
Oh, and on the subject of the Trekkers, It didn't successfully flourish, so now it's
Doesn't
like
matter.
on my backside. So speaking of the trekkers, for those who may read the News Sentinel, Pat Serio, who's a local Ascensionite, had a photo featured in the News Sentinel.
And we should have brought it with us to
I
show
know.
everybody. But
It's actually
on the
really
front reception
lovely.
desk.
And if you are also of the photography-minded person, you can go on the treks and the hikes, and it's really good stuff.
Yes, awesome.
Even in winter,
But you do
I
have
like
to carry.
a good dead tree for a photo.
Y'all want to see the picture that I took of Andrew when he
I don't want to know.
when we went to see the tree?
Oh yes, she did. So
did
we
take a
were
picture.
discussing like how ginormous this is, but I think the scope is best. Like when
Explained
you
from the
see
photograph.
the fact, you may have to turn the brightness up.
Okay, fine.
Oh, maybe it was not as big. It's like the fish
I told
story.
you.
It's like a fish story.
Okay. So many of you can see.
So-
this is the scope and
Well, my
size.
feet are down the
This
hill.
is based on slightly.
So
this is an Andrew sized tree.
yes, it's a ginormous tree.
So it was about waist. Yeah. So it was a big tree that fell. So, but tree fall down.
Yes.
If a tree falls at a church, does anybody know about it?
Yes, we hear about it 6 different times.
Y'all know there's a tree that fell down?
I'm like this.
Yeah, we
So
do.
the cool thing, I'm going to zip through a couple things really quickly.
Do your zipping.
Sunday, December 2nd, there's the ministry fair at the Sunday school hour. Put it on your
Check.
calendar. If you are available to visit people in the hospital, you can talk to Miss Sally Gray, and there's further information in the bulletin and weekly email about it. And if you would like to chime in on the parish adult Sunday school offerings, in the back of the bulletin is this survey. In the weekly email, there's a survey, and you can fill it out and turn it in. Survey. Do you want to talk about, yes.
I will
fish
talk
gift
about the
cards.
fish Christmas cards are here. They are available in the parish office on the communication counter. And you can help feed hungry in Knox County and surrounding areas by donating $5 or more per fish Christmas card. And you can also go to fishgiftcards.org to purchase cards online. Didn't you design that website?
I did design
You're
that
so
website.
fancy.
It's my first ever commerce website. It's very basic,
So
but it
fancy.
works. We're gonna work on it as time goes on and just make it lovely.
Now, the next thing you are really excited about talking about.
Well, is actually that Karen Armsey said hello, and if you go to 8 o'clock church, you can see that cute dog in her photo.
Yes, y'all, they bought some Ascension gear, and I got to cuddle the photo, cuddle the dog, not the photo.
And it is like
The photos are not very good.
microfiber dog. Like
Right.
it's just like so soft
so nice.
and so sweet.
And I'm all about, like puppies in church.
yes.
Dogs in church, there's a reason that dog is God spelled backwards.
Yes. So on the theme of Christmas, the Fair Trade olive oil sale is back. Jacob
You're right, girl.
McLaurin does this fabulous thing where they ship in Fair Trade olive oil, and it's $15 a bottle or $85 for a case of 6 bottles. And I use mine up so quickly, it's kind of sad. It's really delicious, and it helps Palestinian olive farmers.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And those are the best kind of olives, the ones that are like legit
Legit olives.
from the Middle East.
Is there like a non-legit olive? I mean, California olives are good in their own right, are they not?
California. Well, I mean, great.
Or
They're
American
California
olives. American olives.
Mm-hmm.
And also the annual poinsettia sale will also be in the foyer, and that benefits the music department, like yours truly. And there's all different kinds. My favorite is the one that kind of looks like peppermint candy. It's got the little white sparkles.
Oh
in it.
yes, I remember that one.
That was so it's really cool. Oh yes, best puppy in the world.
Yes.
And the Giving Tree. The Giving Tree will be back, and that's where you can donate gift cards in denominations of $20 or $10 to various places, and we'll collect those and distribute them to the Lions View community.
And also, the Sisterhood has planned a Christmas party at the home of Charlotte Wood, and that'll be December 7th. And if you'll RSVP by December 3rd to Charlotte Wood, her email address and phone number is December 3rd. Yeah.
Beardfly at
BYRD. Yes.
BYRD
Fly at AOL.
at AOL.com.
So that her information and all that is in the bulletin. All of the
And the
details
weekly
about all this
email.
is in all the places.
We're waiting to publish the weekly email also to hear about the education wing and whether date night in tweens will commence or if it will be stalled again because there's no heat over there still.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to like publish that date night and then like, no, not date night.
Right. So sometimes we have to hold off on the news.
Sister, give us the good word on the Ascension Youth Group stuff.
We got some fun stuff coming up. I'm actually really excited.
One of them is like really super cool.
Which one? The first one?
Yes.
Okay.
That one.
So
That one.
I am hype with regards to going to there's a specific basketball team that's coming to town.
Yes.
And they do that. I can't whistle. So anyways, the Harlem Globetrotters are coming to Knoxville. And since I went to a very small college, as many of you know, called Barton College. And one of my college, he's not one of my friends, but we went to the same college, Barton College. And he plays now for the Globetrotters. His name is Anthony Atkinson. And everybody knows him as Ant. And I'm kind of excited about getting to go to see the Globetrotters. So they're coming. So if you want to be involved in that, email me. We've got room for about 13. And so that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. We know that we've talked about the New Orleans mission trip. That'll be fun.
Yes. So if you want to participate in that, I would love to have your deposit and some forms from you by December 16th.
Okay.
Before Christmas, and you don't have to worry about it. And also going on the mission trip and sending a youth on a mission trip is really, really, really an awesome, awesome Christmas gift.
And then another Christmas gift that you can get is Ascension gear, church swag, or church merch, as we like to call it.
Yes.
There will be another order placed for Christmas. You can see this lady, talk to her. She'll get you set up. And you also have youth confirmation?
Yes. Youth confirmation. I have about 4 youth already signed up to do a youth confirmation class this January. We're starting January, and we should be finished, in very early Lent, like before the first Sunday in Lent, is the plan that we'll go ahead and be finished. So if this winter/early spring you would like to, if you're thinking about being confirmed by Bishop Brian, Bishop Cole, who's actually the same person.
I was like, wait, what?
Okay, so I like to call him the BBC, Bishop Brian Cole.
Bishop Brian Cole,
but
the BBC.
I'm hoping that kind of takes on and catches on, but I don't know if it actually will catch on. If I call him BBC. The BBC.
We shall see.
We shall see. We shall BBC.
One other little thing, and for all of the families that might be watching later in the weekend, which is nativity pageant roles are going to be on tryout soon. Let the panic commence. Wednesday, November 28th.
Yes.
5:30 p.m. Be in the Ed Wing, and you can try out for Mary and Joseph or one of the narrator spots, which are also very, which we are not supposed to, but they are very coveted. So you can try out for those.
I always wanted to be the innkeeper's wife. Because I felt like she kind of had like this like minor role, but she was like, still like somebody. But at the same time, she was probably like, hey, innkeeper, like, go ahead and let him stay. Or he was like, no, you can't stay. And she was like, let him in the barn. Like she's kind of like the key, she's like the, what do they say? Like anyways, whatever.
So apparently Marty Stebbins, Rebecca Rodriguez,
Mary Long, and are off to the North Carolina Diocesan Convention.
Now,
Very cool.
our diocesan convention is in February.
I know. I'm excited about that. It's going to be fun.
We may even attempt to have a booth for the tea.
We're talking about it.
I need to talk to Vicki Myers and Michelle Bolt about a long stream of like people stepping up and talking to us Facebook Live.
Like I'm totally cool with that.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it.
I don't think there's anything else.
There's nothing else. We hope you are all good.
Time out.
Oh, wait.
Friendly reminder, next Sunday, as in the Sunday after Thanksgiving, not this Sunday.
November 25th.
November 25th. There will be no children's Sunday school classes. our teachers are taking a break, and there will also be no youth Sunday school. So.
Oh yes, that's the weekend
There you go.
off, Thanksgiving weekend.
Right. So, maybe still come to church, but there will not be Sunday school and things like that. So, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, safe, and happy weekend. Do good things, do things that are fun and that feed your soul, and then come to church on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.